Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. It is me, ShellshockPrime, and tonight we are going to be doing something new to my streams. So last night I actually got to do the 3DS stream, and it was a rousing success, and I'm really happy for that. So thank you everybody that came through to watch me play some 3DS games last night. It was a lot of fun, especially like playing all these great games. But now we are going to be starting a DS game for the Backlog Fantasy streams. And what game will that be? Well, it's Advance Wars Dual Strike. So this is going to be the first game for Backlog Fantasy that I'm doing on my 3DS, and this is a DS game. Gotta get back to Find Me 2 eventually though. Yeah, I gotta get some coins. Anyway, so schedule for the week goes like this. And thank you for the host, Shad. Tonight, Wednesday, and Sunday are all Backlog Fantasy. Well, Advance Wars Dual Strike for Backlog Fantasy. Tomorrow's Guacamelee 2, and Thursday is the Retro Night with N64 Multiplayer Night, which is the first Retro Night requested by somebody, which is M&G Mike. He's the one that requested this one. So, we're doing that on Thursday. But that's the way things are going to be. So, with Advance Wars Dual Strike, this is going to take a while. I know this because I played this game for so many years, and I've been having trouble trying to beat this game. I am a few chapters away from beating it, but I decided, you know what, I'm just going to start the game over, start fresh with a new save file, and I am going to be playing this game on my 3DS, and I am going to be going through like as much as possible. I don't know how many streams it's going to take. I know it's going to take a while. I'm expecting this to last all of May, like the entirety of May, and even going into June. I don't know how much of June, but it depends on my progress. I hope I can make it through. Because this is my first Advance Wars back when it was actually one of my first 3DS games. Yeah, I'm going to be restarting, yeah, because there's going to be some times I'm going to mess up and I'm going to have to restart. Because here's the thing about this. This was actually one of my first DS games. I got my DS for Christmas back in 2005 with Mario Kart. Like, it was the original red bat model is what they called it. Like the original model, but it was a limited edition red one. You would get Mario Kart DS with that. And then the first games I got were Mario and Luigi Partners in Time, Sonic Rush, Beautiful Joe, Double Trouble, and Advance Wars Dual Strike. The main reason I got Advance Wars Dual Strike is because there wasn't a Fire Emblem game on the DS at the time. Instead, because Fire Emblem came out earlier that year on the Game Boy Advance with Sacred Stones, and it came out like in that fall for the GameCube for Path of Radiance. But I'd never played an Advance Wars game before at the time. I didn't play the original or Black Hole Rising. So that was my first one, and I'm like, you know what, I'll just give this series a try. Let's see how this goes, because new platform, might as well get some new games, see what works for me, because that's the thing about the DS. The DS was a very experimental system. It was a matter of seeing, like, let me just move over here real quick. It was a matter of me seeing what worked, what different, well, not just me, but consumers. There's so many great games that came out of the DS, and there's some hidden gems. Like, as you can see, like right in the back of my shelf, the right side over here, that section you see DS game, left you see 3DS game. So when it comes to streaming 3DS games and DS games, as well as the eShop stuff, I have a lot to work with. So I have a lot of games I can do, and the thing is, I could also borrow games from other people for like physical copies of DS and 3DS games. So at this point, the sky's the limit on what I can do. As far as the games where like it requires you to flip your 3DS, like if you're reading a book, I will eventually figure that one out. I'll figure that out on how I'm going to do that. And when I do, I'll let you guys know. Oh yeah, the early DS ads. Touching is good. That's the slogan they went with. Why they went with it, I don't know. I think in hindsight, they're probably looking back at it and be like, maybe we should have went with a different slogan instead of that. Despite the DS had a rough first year. Yeah, Hotel Dusk and Last Window. I have both of those games. I have the Brain Age games as well. But how that got through, I have no idea. It was a wild time. Like, the DS did have a bit of a rocky start in the beginning. Like, it sold well, but it didn't like hit home. It didn't hit a home run until like 2005. I feel like late 2005 was when the DS really took off. When Mario Kart came out, like that was really what drove it. And then like that and Animal Crossing. Look, those were the main two. Oh, sorry. No. I lied. There's actually a third game, Nintendogs. So Nintendogs, Mario Kart DS, and Animal Crossing Wild World. All three of those games were the ones that pushed the DS in its early years, especially within like right close to the second year of the DS's life cycle. Then we got other successful games like the new Super Mario Brothers, like the first one that came out in 2006. We had the DS Lite, the very first revision. We had like Pokemon would come out, yes. I think the 3DS got its price drop right before Mario Kart 7 dropped too. Yes, that's the 3DS. And here's the thing: the DS was originally priced at $150. Then it got a price drop to $130, and it stayed at that price for so many years afterwards because it was selling really well. It seemed like $130 was like a sweet spot for the DS. 3DS nearly flopped. It was a rough launch, yes. But for the DS, people were worried that was going to flop, and that launch was not even that good either. It was the DS was basically like, in my personal opinion, I think it was a one game launch for a while, and that one game was Super Mario 64 DS, which, while it was nice that it had like a little bit of a visual upgrade and added more content, otherwise it wasn't really like anything spectacular, and it needed an analog stick. I get that they wanted to push the whole touchscreen, but it needed the analog stick. And the other launch games were just not really all that great. Like there was Ridge Racer DS, there was Field of Magic. I heard about that one. It like the DS people thought, like, people want to talk about the 3DS being overpriced back in 2011, which it kind of was. People actually felt the DS was overpriced in 2004. Whereas, like, people were thinking that the DS was going to fail and the PSP was going to be the successful system, the successful portable, because they felt that history was going to repeat itself. Yo, Frankenstein, what's going on? We're gonna play some Advance Wars Dual Strike in a little bit. People thought that that history was going to repeat itself. Like, you know how when PlayStation destroyed the N64 in sales as well as the Sega Saturn, people thought that the PSP was going to do the same thing at first with destroying the DS. And then people thought the same thing about the Vita at first, until Nintendo's price drop, of course, with the 3DS. But I remember when I was in high school, like my senior year in 2004, there were so many people hyped up for the PSP. Not as many people were hyped up for the DS. So that's what I remember. People thought, yeah, everyone thought the PSP was going to destroy the DS. A lot of people thought so too. I remember. And then it's like, after like 1 year, 1.5, like I'd say like 2005, because I knew nobody with an N-Gage. Nobody I knew with an N-Gage. The only places I've seen an N-Gage were GameStop and Electronics Boutique at the time. Well, Electronics Boutique would become EB Games, but yeah. That's what I've seen. But yeah, good to see you, Frankenstein. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, N-Gage was a joke. Like, it was basically gaming on your phone except it looked like a taco. It looked like a taco. That's all I have to say about it, and it didn't even last. One game that I remember being on there that was a port of a Game Boy Advance game was Sonic Advance, but they call it Sonic N. And I'm like, who's going to be buying this system to play these games? Play a Game Boy Advance. Like, the PSP was like the only, in my opinion, like Sony was like the only one that actually had a semi-successful portable that wasn't Nintendo. Game Gear did okay, but it kind of fizzled out after a while. But the thing is this: the PSP sold well, but its software attach rate is abysmal because people were hacking PSPs like crazy. So you can get whatever game you want, and people can just do whatever they want with it. More people were buying PSPs to hack, and all those games were sitting on those shelves. And remember, PSP did have some hidden gems. Remember all those UMD videos? Like, Sony was pushing that as like the next video medium, and it ended up failing. Because, like, I get the idea of being able to watch movies on the go. I feel like Sony was a little bit ahead of their time with that, and it just didn't catch on. Not Japan, not North America, nowhere. UMD just didn't seem to catch on. It was a weird format. It just didn't click with anybody, unfortunately. So, not much to really say about that. But yeah, other than that, like, I just think that, like, the only PSP movie that I have for the PSP that I have is Spider-Man 2, which is a great movie. Great choice to bundle it with. Like, one of the best choice at that time, because Spider-Man 2 was still pretty hot. So yeah. But anyway, DS became successful. Ended up getting the games, and it captured the casual market. It also captured a lot of people, getting some people back on the video games. It was a really good system. I used my DS the most that generation. Well, actually, no. I used like the Wii and the 360 a lot. So I actually split my time evenly with the Wii, the 360, and the DS. Ended up not using the PSP that much, and ended up not using the PS3 as much as I was thinking I would, because I got my PS3 late. But anyway, let's get on to the game. I'm gonna start it up right now. They did. Alright, let me just get it ready. Touch screen ready. Well, the style's ready. Yes, I do have a Mega Man theme. Alright, let's go. We'll let the intro go. First Cosmo Land, then Macro Land. Now, Advance Wars Omega Land. Allied Nations. Advance Wars Dual Strike. I would love Advance Wars to come back, but then we had Days of Ruin. That game was, I don't know, like, I would like to get one. I hope we can get one. The problem, oh, wow. I think the problem with Advance Wars Days of Ruin, was the fact that it wasn't what people wanted. Well, what's funny, Shad, is that they've dropped games. They would bring it back, and bringing games that they drop back ends up being a crapshoot. Either ends up being successful, and it gets bigger and bigger, or something happens with it and it just goes back to the wayside. You just never know what's going to happen. So we got campaign, war room versus is like the multiplayer, survival, and then you have combat. We're gonna do campaign. Gonna start a new game. I have 3 save datas filled up, but I'm going to erase one of them. If you save a new game, your previous data will be overwritten. Yep. Several months have passed since the war in Macroland, which is the second game. Thanks to Andy, L, and the other COs, the Black Hole Army was defeated. The people there can finally live in peace. But in the far-off continent of Omega Land, trouble was brewing. It is from here that the Black Hole launched a massive invasion. The enemy army has replenished its might with remarkable speed under the command of a new leader. The last Great War left many questions unanswered, and so Orange Star, Blue Moon, Green Earth, and Yellow Comet have joined forces to create the Allied Nation. Determined to free their homeland, they launch a counterattack. I actually do have War Group, but I'll eventually stream that, just not anytime soon. Okay, so we're gonna start the first mission. Let's go. Rachel, I want you to be careful. This looks like it could be a tough battle. Don't you worry about me, sis. You got your hands full over in Macroland. We may not have a big presence here at Omega Land, but we're not alone. With all 4 of the Allied nations working together, Black Hole's no match for us. I'm glad to hear that. Still, I sent a few of our CEOs to give you a hand. Just hang in there until they can arrive, and don't do anything rash, okay? I got it, sis. My Omega Land CEOs can take anything Black Hole dishes out. I know. And with you in the field, I got nothing to worry about. I don't think I'll be able to join you, though. That means you're in charge of field training any new CEOs, right? Got it. Good. That is all, soldier. And by the way, don't call me sis. Not one of the other CEOs might hear. Oh yeah, that might get them wondering about your age. Hey, that's not what I'm saying at all. I have my orders, Commander Nell. I'll take care of everything. Rachel, signing out. Click. So Commander Nell's your sister? Yep, we both enlisted about the same time. But Commander Nell's smarter than me, so she rose through the ranks real fast. Luck had something to do with it too. Now you're razor sharp, Rachel. I guess I haven't been much of anywhere, but I haven't met anyone smarter. Take one step out of Omega Land, and you'll be tripping over CEOs with way more skill than me. But listen, Jake, Omega Land is in very real danger, and we can't count on getting back up from Macroland anytime soon. We can't even be sure where all of our allied CEOs are now either. You and me are the only ones left to stop the enemy, Jake. Sounds like our backs are up against a wall. All in all, you're taking this pretty well. Not worried? No? Well, yeah, maybe a little. But with you rolling beside me, I know it's all good. Don't even think I'm doing all the work. You're going to have to pull your weight. It's time to start training. I'm warning you. I'm not going to go easy on you. What? Oh, let me turn my music down. Yeah, cool. I'm listening. Let's go. Mission 1. Jake's Trial. I do like the type of hairstyle that Jake has. Oh my god, yes, this music. I love it so much. Jake's theme is so good. The orange units on the map are yours, Jake. The blue units are mine. They're on special loan from Blue Moon's army. The real enemy is the black hole, so their units will be black. Don't forget. This moving triangle is the cursor. You'll use it to give orders to your units. Tap one of your units and issue an order, Jake. Cool. I'll give it a shot. All right. Yeah, because this is the tutorial. Like this is a tutorial chapter. The unit you selected is a mech unit. It's direct combat unit. That means it needs to be next to an opponent to attack. It has the firepower to challenge tank units, something infantry units can't do. However, it will take some heavy damage if it gets attacked. You'll want to strike first to avoid being wiped out. You select the unit, the area around the unit changes color like this. You're looking at this unit's movement range. Tap where you want to move to. Then select the either attack or wait to finish moving. Tap cancel to rescind the order. Alright, let's go. Oh, I forgot I had animations off. Give me 1 second. I forgot about that. Well, actually, yeah, I'll do that. But at the same time, I don't know if I should actually keep animations. I'll probably just do it for now. That's a tank unit, a direct combat unit that must be next to an enemy to attack. Tanks have great speed and firepower, so I'm sure you'll be using them often. Like, I'll just do it right now to show off how it actually looks. There we go. And then, what? I gotta do this. The unit you select is an infantry unit. It's a direct combat unit. In addition to attacking, infantry and mech units can also capture cities and bases. There's a white city and an orange city near your infantry unit, right? The orange city is one of your bases. This means it's under your control. The white city is a neutral city. It's not under any army's control. Why would I want to capture a city like this? Good question. If you capture a city, you earn funds from it every day. Also, resting a unit on bases restores some of the HP and ammo fuel each day. Whoa, that's cool. So capturing enemy cities must be pretty important then? Got that right. Taking control of enemy properties is a solid strategy. You started capturing, haven't you? Check out the dark window in the corner. This is called the cursor window. That flashing number is the capture number. Once the number hits 0, the property you're securing is captured. An undamaged unit with 10 HP can reduce a capture number by 10 each day. So at best, capturing a property will take you 2 days. And while we're on the subject, you shouldn't move a unit while it's capturing. Forget and move, the property's capture number will return to full. Same is true if that unit is defeated, so be sure to defend the capturing unit. Oh, and another thing. See that 3-star, the 3 next to the star icon? That's the terrain bonus. The higher the number, the better the defense it gives. The max is 5, so a 3 is pretty good. When you're giving commands to all your units, tap the menu button shown above. This opens up the map menu. At the bottom menu is the end command. Select this to finish your turn. Once you do that, the enemy's turn will begin. Then it'll be your turn to attack, right? Yep, and even though this is training, I'm not going to go easy on you. Alright, so there's nothing else left for me to do, so let me save my progress. I'm going to do this on data number 2. There we go. So data number 2 is where I'm going to have my save data moving forward for this game. Now we're going to end turns since there's nothing left for me to do. Okay. We're on to day 2. To win this exercise, you need to defeat all of my units. I taught you the basics of combat, so feel free to move however you want. If you want to know more about a unit terrain type, tap it to move the cursor. Then check the top screen to see in-depth intelligence. Don't forget, Get ready to roll, and don't you dare hold back. I'll know if you're going to go easy on me. Alright, I won't pull any punches. Alright, let's start with this. Capture. There we go, and we got a city capture. Very good. Alright, so what I'll do right now is I am going to attack this one over here. Hold on, let me see how... Alright, I'll move this one over here. I can just do that. That's just enough to knock it out. There we go. Alright, nothing else left for me to do, so I am going to end turn. If you attack from the building, you'll have a 3-star defense. Yep. Alright, they can capture, but there's not much left for them to do. Apply. So what I'll do is, alright, first I want to see how far, okay, good. What I'll do is send this over here, this tank, attack. Okay, didn't even leave a scratch in my tank, good. Will this be enough? There we go. As you literally blow up soldiers just so Jake can learn strategy. Yep. You beat me. Not bad. Maybe young, but you're definitely got what it takes to be a great CO. You were born for the battlefield. Yeah, you think so? Sweet. That means something coming from you, Rachel. You got good instincts, and I'm going to personally make you one of the best. There are going to be some tough times ahead, so just stick with me. You know I will. And that right there is the first one. Hold on a second. There we go. There we go. So I got an S rank from that. Owned. Oh, so the whole total carries over from like other save files. Total. I mean, I'm just playing the main campaign anyway, so that's just the first one. Save current data. Data number 2. So we just finished chapter 1. We're gonna go to chapter 2. They did, but like some of the themes from the other games are still in this, like Max's theme or Andy or Sammy and all that. Commander Rachel, we've encountered advanced enemy forces. Understood. We'll head to the battlefield right away. Have we taken casualties? Our infantry has taken some sporadic fire, but the enemy force is fairly small. I see. Well, we gotta get in there and rescue those grunts. So, I heard some black hole forces want to rumble? Yes, they progress much farther and faster than I anticipated. I hope to get some more training in, but you have to play with what you dealt with. Yeah, but there aren't that many enemy units. Just kick back and give me some tips while I mop these guys up. That's the spirit, Jake. Sounds like we got ourselves a plan. Okay, move out. Yeah, definitely the right combination, Destiny. That's all that matters. Mission 2, the new black. Let me just take a sip of that drink. Alright, now let's continue. Allied forces falling back? Yes, sir. If we capture the nearby HQ, our conquest of Omega Land will be complete. The enemy resistance has been pathetic, hasn't it, Commander Jugger? Are we inside Orange Star territory? Looks like it, sir. Purge enemy from memory. Understood. Okay, let's go. The enemy has 3 tank units. You better rest your infantry on that city. These guys aren't going to last long unless we get there fast. It's all good. I'll just send my tank to rescue them. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I know you're hard to beat when you're on the plains, but you only got 1 tank unit, so you can't win a head-on attack. You must destroy every enemy unit, and you'll lose if your infantry fails. Got some new units to try out, so let's put them to work. I want to select the unit. All right, let's work this out. You can see like there's these guys right here, but we just got to make sure we get everything we need. Got one tank here. Got these. We got this unit. This unit's in a rough shape, and it needs time to recover. That's for sure. But leaving it here could be dangerous. This is where the APCs come in handy. Those things can carry infantry and mech units, right? Yep, and as long as the APC doesn't get destroyed, they'll be safe. Plus, APCs have movement range of 6, allowing them to get off the front easily. Select the infantry and move it to the APC, then select load from the menu. The APCs in range, order the infantry to load up. You got it. I'll make sure those squads get back safely. You got the right idea. I'm counting on you. I gotta put the infantry over here. This is an APC. It's a non-combat unit. It's assigned to transport infantry and deliver supplies to adjacent unit. By supplies, I mean APC replenish unit fuel and ammo reserve. It can supply up to 4 units at once, as long as units are in adjacent space. Plus, it doesn't matter if the units are land, sea, or air units. Nice, right? Once a unit loads into an APC, the drop command will appear in the command menu. After that, it's as simple as choosing where you want to unload the unit. It couldn't be easier, really. I get it. In this mission, I have to protect my infantry, so the APCs is essential. Exactly. You know that APCs can't move in mountains though, right? That's because they run on treads, just like tanks. Units with treads also get slowed down a bit when moving through the wooded areas. Sure to check out the top screen for more details on terrain types. I just gotta move them out of the way. So what I'll do is I'm just gonna wait. Alright. So let's see. I gotta figure this out. There's these 3 right here. I don't know what they're gonna move to, but I have 2 cannons here. That's an artillery unit. If it doesn't move, it can bombard enemies from afar. It's deployed in a good strategic location right now. Is our army well trained? Indirect combat? Cool. Does that mean I can hit those tanks across the river? Yep, and because it's over here, you don't have to worry about counterattacks. But if an artillery unit is attacked directly, it can't fight back. It'll be a pile of slag in short order, so don't leave it exposed. To attack, touch the unit and choose fire from the menu. Always keep in mind that artillery units can't move and fire at the same turn. If there aren't any enemy units in range, the fire command will not be available. See unit's range of fire, touch and hold the unit for a few seconds. You can use the same technique to check the firing range of other units. Alright, I'll give it a shot. Alright, so this won't be able to do anything this turn. But what I will, well, in terms of attack, what I will do is move it right over here. This stays here, so we're going to attack this one. Alright, I will move this over here. Alright. Nothing else left for me to do except end turn. Commander Jugger, enemy units spotted. Identify enemy commander. He's a young guy. Profile matched. Andy of Orange Star? No, sir. It doesn't seem to be him. Hey, black hole chumps. Think you're all bad stealing people's stuff? File not found. You are an Orange Star CO? You know it. Now answer me. Reply irrelevant. Preserving energy for current task. Splitting you like an atom. You're in Orange Star's house now, and you're going down. Attack! 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 Took some damage. Attack this one over here. Alright. Downstairs neighbors are being super loud. Sorry to hear that, dude. I'll move over here. Alright, what I'll do is I'm going to move this over here. Drop. Because next turn what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the infantry right over here so that they can heal. Alright, so now it's time to end turn. Alright, so right now. Alright, let's take this one out. Alright. Oh yeah, because they're combining. We'll team up. Woohoo! I mean, very well done. That was excellent work, Jake. Rock on. I won. I knew you'd deliver. You're going to be a great CEO, Jake. So you have black hole goons, or huh? Don't you guys ever give up? And how did you recover so quickly? Last I checked, your armies were trashed after your last failed invasion. Reply irrelevant. Initiating Jugger retreat protocol. Next time Jugger breaks you. What are they after? Who knows? But they're out in force and bent on destruction. That's for sure. Let's leave the intelligence gathering to the pros and focus on the fighting. Yeah, we gotta drop these fools. That's right, let's take it to them. Rock. That's another one. S rank. And that's another one down. So, good stuff. Get the plates, because you just got served. Yeah, that's all. Alright, that's my stats right here. Let's get ready to do the next one. Thank you. So that's number 2. Now we're about to do the third one. Same spot. Flash. Oh yeah. Max attacks. Gangway, I'm here. Sup? Who are you? What? You can't be serious. Don't tell me Nell's little sis didn't tell you about me. I'm Orange Star's powerhouse, Max. I'm sure you heard of me. We're kinda out on the sticks, so news is hard to come by. Alright, I'll let you off easy this time. So where's Rachel? She's back at HQ for a war cancelled. She'll be back in a couple of days. Ain't that something? And after I came all this way to help too. But here I am. Let's get out there and take back all the land you lost. What's your name, kid? I'm Jake. I got transferred to Omega Land front a few days ago. Huh. Nice to meet you, Jake. Man, you got a lot of nothing out here. The black hole attacks with any force, there's nothing to stop them. Don't I know it? So, what's your style, Max? I like to hit the enemy hard and fast. Yo, Akita, thank you for the sub. 6 months. On a 2-month streak. Good to see you. I'm glad to be playing this game. I'm doing really well just playing Advanced Wars Dual Strike. How are you doing tonight? No sneaking around for me. I like to pop them in the nose in direct combat. Pow! Yeah, you got some serious guns. Any strategy you don't like? Yeah, I guess. Why don't you check out my CEO profile for the details? Alright, cool. Commander Jake, bad news. We spotted black hole troops. What? Rachel's not here. Guess I have to step up. Well there, rookie. Running around without a plan is like painting a big, fat target on your chest. Why don't you take a seat and let me show you how it's done? Word. I'll probably cut down like the casualties and stuff. You're a smart kid. I like that. We'll be fighting side by side in no time. Hey, Bear Dad. Good to see you, buddy. I'm gonna go kick some black hole. Watch and learn, Jake. Go get him, Max. I know that laugh. You heard it before? Yeah, I know who it is. Hee hee hee, what a pathetic bunch. I'm so bored. Hee hee hee. Huh? She's just a young girl. Don't let her fool you. She roughed us up last time we fought. Hey Lash, I thought we knocked some sense into you last time around. Don't know if I mentioned this before, but I like your room and your background in general. Thank you. Thank you so much, Akito. Oh, look, it's Orange Star's great big monkey boy, Max. Let me guess. They shipped you out here because you stink at the indirect combat, right? Shut your trap. What you scum doing out here anyway? I'll never tell, but I do know that while you guys are all beat up, Black Hole just keeps getting stronger, stronger, and stronger. Right about that, but shouldn't both of us be exhausted? What's going on? How do you recover so quickly? Where'd you get your supplies and funding? Duh. Like, I even tell you that. But don't worry, you'll find out soon enough. You lucky guys get to help me field test my latest invention, the Black Bomb. It's gonna blow your minds. You'll get a bang out of it. Black Bomb. Something more than a big missile. Our copters will take it out. Nuh-uh. Copters can't attack it. I'd back off now if I were you. You're wasting your breath. Let's just get to the blasting. Max, check it out. The enemy has 2 empty tanks. Relax, will you? Take a look at what units we've got deployed. See those battle copters over the sea? Use them right and we'll be just fine. Now listen up. There are 2 basic ways to defeat an enemy army. One way is to wipe out every one of its units. The other is to capture its HQ. On this map, capturing the HQ seems to be the best option, I think. Let's just move on and see what happens. Alright, so day 1. Okay, let's go ahead and first let me just... Oh, that's just a map. Save real quick. Alright. Commander Max, our copters can't attack the missile. It's flying too high. Huh? Lash was telling the truth? Maybe the only way to hit it is with a fighter or a ground unit with anti-air capabilities. Ignore it. I'm sure it can't do can't do much harm. Yes, sir. Okay, Jake. This is a battle copter. It's a direct combat air unit. It can deal destruction to tank and tank units. See that bridge to the left of the HQ? Stop the enemy tanks there if you can. Then send your infantry to HQT with the T-copter. That'd be a solid plan. There's one other thing you need to remember with air units. Any guesses? Fuel, right? That's right, rookie. Air units burn fuel even when they're not moving. If an air unit runs out of fuel, it'll crash and burn. Air units can resupply and regain HP at airports, but there aren't any around. Air units can get fuel and ammo from APCs, so stick close to ours. Hopefully everybody that's coming through in the chat right now, hope you guys are doing well tonight. Alright, so we have to ignore this missile because we can't use these. We'll have to attack a different way. For now, let's start figuring everything out. We gotta figure out a plan. We got these 2 infantries. We got right here the mech unit. We got another mech unit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put 1 mech unit here. Oh, this is an APC. Yeah. I actually can't put that one in there. Alright, so can't even do that. Easily transport infantry and capture their HQ while blocking the bridge to stop them from doing anything. Pretty much, yeah. But I need to distract them. I need to think of a plan. Lash said something about indirect combat. What was she talking about? Like she said, I stink at it. I don't like shooting things from distances. Every CO has strengths and weaknesses. Knowing your own keeps you alive. So you'll run up against stuff in every battle that you're good and bad at. Asking allies to handle stuff you're bad at makes your army stronger, right? Yeah, that's the idea. If you need more intel on the CO strengths, open the map window and select CO. You'll find everything that you need. Yeah, this is a tutorial level. You easily all right. This won't be able to reach. Good. So I'll move this, I'll slowly move it. Oh, let me see. Alright. This is a transport copter, or T-copter. Not built for combat, it's for moving infantry around. The difference between this and the APC is T-copters can fly over water. We could get behind them and scam their HQ, right? That's one way to do it. Not one of my strong points, but it might work. One more thing. T-copters can't drop soldiers off on a land while the copters are hovering over water. It's too risky. The grunts could end up in the drink. I'll leave it there. Okay, now we got these things. The B-copters. So this could practically move almost anywhere, and it will attempt to blow things up. So we're gonna send these over. I think I have an idea of what I'm gonna do. So I decided that I'm going to be saving at the beginning of the chapter, just so that I would, if anything happens, then I'll go back. Blows up in a radius, I think, so probably not great to have the copters together. Oh shit, yeah, you're right. Go, 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 black bomb. Yeah. Yeah, restarted. No, because it has the soft reset. I still remember how to, because I know how to do the soft reset on DS games. Separate them. Put this one at the top, this one at the bottom. That is. Only 3 of them got hit. Alright. Whoa, it exploded. And it did a ton of damage too. Stupid black bomb. I underestimated it. We gotta repair those copters. I know, but there aren't any airports in the area, so we can't repair them. When a battle copter loses HP, its attack power also drops. There's only one way to get our copters more HP. Yeah, how's that? Actually, we're not giving them HP, we're just joining 2 identical units together. Fortunately, we'll have only 1 unit instead of 2, so it's a tough call. The merged units move 1 of the units on top of the other one. You'll see the join command when you do this. Select it and you're good to go. Gotta remember that the new unit's HP can't be more than 10 though. Got it? There we go. But that means that it gives up the turn that it has. But this means I can just do this and start moving my way over. Like, the plan is to move this guy over here so that he can capture. Alright, that could destroy it. Yeah, let's go. Oh, it has 1 left. One by one, we'll get rid of them. I can't actually move this, even though I want to, because I know for a fact that these guys are right here. We gotta take them out. Alright, so I'm gonna have to end my turn. Right, actually, I could move this right here. Supply. You took the brunt of the Black Bomb's explosion and you're still fighting? Ooh, you guys stink. Now I gotta figure out how to produce Black Bombs at airports. Alright, we're on to day 3. Hey, Max, you knocked some heads on the front lines of the last war, right? Yeah, that was a rough one. We only won because we fought together. I got a feeling this is going to be tough too. You're a bit short on allies. Well, you were the first CEO to get Omega Lands back, Max. I'm psyched. I just happened to be the closest one, that's all. Call it fate. I didn't even get permission from HQ. I just rolled over here. Was that cool? Aren't there supposed to be policy meetings or something? When an entire continent's in danger, there's no time for meetings. I'm sure Nell will take care of all the red tape and paperwork for me. So the rest of your crew is back in Macroland? Yeah, they got their hands full sweeping up the curbs of Black Hole's army. I don't think they'll be over here to help anytime soon. That's too bad. We could use them. Keep your chin up, kid. You got me, and I'm not planning on throwing the towel. Yeah, you're right. I'll get better too. We'll protect this continent together. Now you're talking. Alright. Now what we'll do is this. Fire. Unfortunately, it doesn't do that much damage. Alright. I can either fire this tank or this thing, the infantry. I think I'll do the tank right here. Let's see what happens now. Lost one, but that's one loss. I'll be fine. All I gotta do is drop, then like just gotta have 2 turns to capture the HQ, and we are good. Did the work for me. Alright. One more turn, it's fully captured. Let's fight. Actually, I just mashed the button. I shouldn't have done that. I didn't want to end turn. That was a mistake. No matter, I'm gonna win next turn anyway, so. You won, Max. Let's grab that Lash and get her to tell us all about that black hole numbers. I doubt she's still around. She's a tough one to pin down. Ah, you're right. She bounced. What are they playing at? I wish I could tell you, kid. I was sure if we finish her off. I was sure we finish off her boss. We're not going to figure it out here. No. Let's go grab some grub. I hear that. I want you to tell me about your time on the front lines too. I got enough stories to talk about all night. First, there's this boy Andy. That's number 3. S rank. You could have defeated the last unit or captured the HQ on the last turn to win either way. I still won. Check out these guns. Alright, so that's 3 down. Okay. Mission complete. So that's mission number 3 done. Now we're gonna do number 4. Save the current data where you'd like to save. Alright. Alright. What's the latest news from the War Council? I can't believe how quickly Omega Land is drying into dust. It's all happened in the past few months. Something's going on, I know it. The black hole's different too. Even the storm's out of the picture. It looks like they have an objective and are following someone's orders. Our army is severely undermanned, but they're growing larger and larger. Must be some group directing their movements and activities. For now, we're in the dark. All we can do is attempt to cut off their supplies. Commander Rachel, this is terrible, awful, horrible, catastrophic. What is it? Take a deep breath and start talking. There's a gigantic missile ahead right for HQ. What? A missile? How long do we have? Impact in approximately 30 minutes. We have to launch a counterattack. Don't take your eyes off that missile. Bring it up to the screen, now. I want to watch it as we fight. Alright, so we got the next one. Claim the skies. Attention, Allied forces. Begin retreat procedures immediately. Dream on, freak. You're the CEO controlling that missile, right? This is our homeland, and we're going to find a way to defeat you. Enemy untested, skill levels low. Enemy victory is impossible. Resistance useless. Approaching missiles you doom. Commencing attack procedure. Alpha. Hey, so what? Maybe I'm not that strong, but I'm the most stubborn CEO you'll meet. I won't stop fighting until there's not a single one of you left standing. Everyone take a look at that screen. It shows a map of the continent, right? As soon as we start fighting, the countdown will start. But if we cannot defeat these chumps here before the timer reaches 0, we win. They may not look good now, but this time our army has the upper hand. Let's move out and teach these creeps they can't mess with us. Fighters and a bomber too. They deployed a powerful force. Yes, they have, but don't worry, we've got plenty of anti-air ordnance deployed. First, let's take a look at the enemy units and see what they can do. These are fighters. They're direct combat air-to-air units. They can strike hard and fly long distances, but can't attack ground units. Next up, we have a bomber. It can devastate land and naval units. However, it can't attack other air units. We're facing a strong army, but we're more than a match for them. Don't be afraid. Move out and take the fight to them. Okay, let's see what's next. Alright. So we got this unit. Yes, a rocket launcher. This unit can fire indirectly on land and naval attack units. It can hit at a much greater range than artillery units, so I think you'll like it. As luck would have it, those enemy tanks are in range. Let's pound them. Alright. This is an anti-air unit. As its name implies, it can engage air units in direct combat. Air units fear its firepower, believe me, and it's a beast against infantry units. Tanks and MD tanks are a bit out of its league, though, so be careful. Alright. Let's fire. Alright. Took one down. Oh, and we got this. We can do this here too. This deadly piece of hardware is a missile unit. It can fire indirectly on air units. The fighter and battlecopter below are both within range, so let's attack. But which units should you attack? The fighter or the copter? The fighter, because it has a larger movement range, right? Wrong. You're much better off attacking the battlecopter. Remember, our anti-air unit can reach and engage the fighter. But we can fire on the copter only with missiles because it's over the sea. Oh yeah. Okay. I get the idea. And try not to move units unnecessarily. Right on. I'll keep that in mind. We'll destroy this one. Boom. There we go. We'll do one more attack. Alright. Let's move right here. And end turn. Enemy army has many anti-air units. Victory improbable. Ready naval unit, Jugger retreat. But retreating in full view of the enemy is. Survival takes priority over victory. What? Lord Jugger, wait for us. No. This is so stressful. We can't afford to make a single mistake. As you can see, we're using both screens in the skirmish. So far, the top screen has been used only to display intel, right? Well, you can still see the intel by tapping the X swap icon on the touch screen. The icon switches the top screen between the missile tracking and intel. So the X swap icon only functions when we have battles with two fronts, right? Oh, and there's something else I wanted to ask you about. The R info icon appears when the cursor is on a unit. What does it do? R info icon allows you to see more detailed information on deployed units. You can check firepower, types of units, you can attack, and other intel. The R info icon doesn't appear unless the top screen is on intel display. So you won't see it if you're tracking the missile. Remember that. Oh, and the R button does the same thing, so you can use it too. Cool, I'll make sure to use it. It does have a power boost, but lashes can be more if you use terrain well. Yeah, that is true. Like you can see this swap. Alright. Back that? No. Alright, we have to attack. Nice. It's avoiding me. It can't avoid me forever. I'll put this one over here. There we go. Yes, we did it. Fantastic. Nice work, Commander. Let's redirect that ballistic missile info into the sea. If we can recover it intact, we can reverse engineer it to gain valuable insight into their technology. Yes, ma'am. It's too bad the enemy CO got away, though. He survived the last time we fought, too. He's a tough shell to crack. Commander Max should be arriving soon, so I'm heading back to the front line. You're in command here now. Don't let me down. Wait, Commander Rachel. Dude. She's gone. She's such an understanding leader. I'm glad she's with Orange Star. There we go. That's another one down. Promotion. Another one down. Who's next? Alright, so that's another one down. Technique means not losing any units. Yeah, that's true. Never-ending war. Save. I figured I would have got a little bit less than that, than 95, honestly, but Alright, mission 5. Leave it to me. Just stay here and make sure the chow's ready when I get back. What? What do you think you are? Waltzing in and giving me orders, musclehead. Simmer down. Man, you're just like your sister, you little pothead. What's up? What's going on? Hey, Jake, give me a hand with Rachel, will you? Black hole forces have been spotted moving into the Tahira range, and Max wants to march right out and open fire. Whose command is this? Mine. I decide who takes the field. Me. Now back off. Whoa, whoa, chill. First, we got to do some recon, then we'll talk. They haven't started anything yet, right? You're right, Max. Was being so gung-ho and headstrong that I blew up my top. And what's wrong with being gung-ho? Take it easy, Max. Come on, let's roll. Hey, was this place always a desert? Didn't there used to be more trees and stuff? Omega Land is rapidly deteriorating into desert, and it's a serious problem. We don't know what's causing it, but my guess is black hole is behind it. For the time being, let's focus on crushing these goons in front of us. There's a factory by the HQ, isn't there? There must be a deployment map. So we can deploy any units we want, right? Yep. And that, of course, means you need funds to produce units. I doubt you've given much thought to money up to this point, am I right? Well, on a map like this, funds are a part of strategy you can't ignore. First off, you receive funds at the beginning of each day. Now, the more bases you have, the more cash you earn. Remember, bases provide you with terrain bonuses, supplies, and funds. You'll want to capture as many as you can, no matter where they are. Deploy a unit, tap a factory, and choose a unit from the unit list. Word, I'll give it a shot. The enemy ain't far away, and their numbers are pretty small. While this flat land, I say Jake is better off taking this one on his own. I get your point, but let's discuss it a bit before we come down to a decision. You know you can scout a map before you're taking the field, right? All you do is move the cursor around to check out the terrain and the enemy units. Ready to start fighting, tap the menu button and choose this deploy. So that means I get to choose what I want to do now. So I get to choose what I want. I have to have Rachel. Or I can have Jake. Or Max. I'm gonna go with Jake. So I'm gonna go with Jake for this. Save. Yeah, this is the first one. But isn't this the first one to do recon? I mean, after all, it is dual strike. So let's deploy. Let's do this. Are you ready? Yes. Mission 5, Never-Ending War. Alright. Give me 1 second. Starting with this battle, you can now unleash your CO powers. CO powers are special abilities that give commanders an advantage in battles. Oh, they did. Check your CO profiles on the map window to learn more about individual CO powers. Top screen shows a CO portrait, current, funding, and the power meter. You can use a standard CO power when the small stars on the meter fill up. Don't use it, the large stars will fill, and you can use a Super CO power. Super CO power are many times stronger than normal CO powers and can change the tide of battle at an instant. The type of power you use depends on the power itself and the battle conditions. When the power meter is full, choose power from the map window and give it a try. I can't wait to bust out some beefy CO powers on those black hole fools. Alright, let's go. So now we can actually make units, but it all depends on the money I have. So right now we only have 2 mech units on the field. Now I gotta think carefully on what I want to do. Like, I want to capture, but in fact what I'll do is I'm gonna move this one over here, because moving this one over here is risky because of this. So what I'll do is send this one over here to wait. And then what I'll do is I am going to make, let's see, let's make a regular tank. I got bad news. Looks like we can't produce any powerful units yet. Yeah, and even if we have the funds, we don't have the materials. That MD tank took on the HQ is our problem. No other ground units can take it on. I see what you're saying. We gotta come up with a plan. Yeah, that's the MD tank. There's a regular tank, the recon. Tell heads up, MD tank is pronounced medium tank. Okay. Alright, let's see. This is gonna take a little bit. I'll laugh only out of sheer boredom with the fools populating this inane continent. I must continue though, for the sake of Black Crystal objective. Lord Cole, enemy forces spotted. The decrepit guerrilla force? They are beneath me. Battle them as you see fit. They're actually allied troops led by a commanding officer. Truly? Then I shall see if there's a CEO on this continent worthy of facing me. Alright. Alright. Well, let's gotta think carefully on what I do. Yes, I think we got it. What are you yelling about now? The medium tanks. I think I've come up with a strategy that'll take care of them. How's that? I don't think those medium tanks move unless an enemy enters their attack range. Yeah, so first we produce an artillery unit and deploy it near the upper bridge. Then we send an armored unit, like a tank, to the city at the end of the bridge. Right, then the medium tank rolls out to slam the unit on the city end. The next turn, the artillery unit takes aim and kablow, the old bait and switch. Too many artillery units and the enemy won't take the bait though, be careful. Artillery units can beat down even medium tanks, so just one of them should do it. Plus, I could always use a tank or mech unit to move in for the kill. Just can't give it any chance to repair itself at all. Alright, let's give it a shot. Start by capturing the city. Oh, the mega tank, yeah. Want to think carefully. Gotta make sure that what I'm doing ends up working. Alright. Oh, they're capturing more. Yeah, that was a waste. At least I could do that. Knock this one out. Ooh, nice. I want to fill it up a little more, though. Make a tank for this one over here. None shall escape. Oh, they're using whatever power they have. Force march. Oh, that's not good. I wonder if there's a way to make a game like this that doesn't favor weak unit spam. Ah. Let's take out this thing over here. Move over here to take this thing out. Alright. Now, what I'm going to do is I am going to build another tank. And what I'm going to do is I am going to move this thing over here. I think I'll just end turn. Nice. All right. Yeah, that should take them out. So they won't be able to build, they won't be able to capture. Good. Let's bring this one over here. Alright. At this point, this one's going to be a decoy. I want to lure this one over here if I can, but it's going to probably go over here. Alright. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a tank for this one over here. I'll get an artillery next turn. Maybe I might not need one. Actually, no, I will need one because this thing is still over here. Knock this out. Gotta be careful with what I'm doing right now. Zombies and my neighbors is coming to Switch? Really? Nice. And Ghoul Patrol. Those are the LucasArts games. I've never played Ghoul Patrol, but I played Zombies Ate My Neighbors, and for what I played of that, that's pretty good. All right, I want to stream that at some point. Like, I feel like Zombies Ate My Neighbors would be a good game to stream, like in October. Never play Tiny Metal. But yeah, Zombies Ate My Neighbors is like a cult classic. It came out on both Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis. It didn't really do, I don't know how much it sold on either, but it did have a cult following. Perks Adventure. I've heard about that one, but never actually played that one myself. Man, you know what makes me sad about Earthworm Jim? I used to love that series, but the creator's a fucking asshole. So I will not support it, unfortunately. There's also when I did that tier list for the Nickelodeon Nicktoons, I put Cat Scratch on F. Gotta figure out I'm gonna try to put this here. Yeah, and it's probably not going to be any good, to be honest. It's coming out on a system no one's going to buy. Intellivision Amigo. No one's going to buy that. Transphobe and homophobe. He's a right-wing asshole. Yeah, that's why I don't support Earthworm Jim anymore. So I won't. Let me move this here. This is taking a while because I'm trying to figure everything out. Next turn, I'm going to use my power. I just realized I have a full version of it. Wait, what? Let me see. Let's go. Block Rock. Yeah, like why? Like, why even bother with it? Like, what do they have to gain out of it, to be honest? This also goes for anyone who claims to be a part of the LGBT community but refuses to acknowledge anyone within the trans community, and that's actually messed up. I hate that. No, like, you claim to be a part of a community and then like you refuse to acknowledge one group of the community, especially a marginalized group. No, you can't just refuse to allow them in your lives. For what? Yeah, like I'm just, yeah, like, don't get me started about J.K. Rowling. She's another one. She's like one of the big ones. That's like the prime example of this, and that really gets me upset. I used to like Harry Potter, but now it's like I can't really support that anymore right now. But it's not even about supporting Harry Potter. No, it's about the fact that I stand with with all the trans who have been bullied, who have been harassed. I stand by them, and if anyone has a problem with that, that's on them, not on me. I mean, there is separating the art from the artist. There are some ways you can do that. That I feel like it's hard to do it with, depending on like the circumstances. Yeah, it's not even just having like really good friends who are it's not even just having friends who are within the community, but it's the fact that there are people who are just very cruel to others, and with these laws that are going into effect, I'm really just flabbergasted by this shit, but it's whatever. But what's going on? Oh, just talking about in general that transphobia is horrible. That I stand with the trans community. That's practically it, Keyblade. The world is such a hateful place. I mean, there are people who have been ignorant in the past. I'll admit, I was guilty of this. But the moment I had to educate myself on what it means to actually say some really nasty things to people and not know how hurtful it could actually be, I myself know this. So, for me personally, like, as someone who is like, who had suffered from ADD/ADHD all my life, it's not fun. It really isn't. But I've learned so much in my life on what I needed to do to be a better person, and I'm still doing that, and I will continue to do that, because that's how humans should do. Like, learn from everything you've done, know like what's right from wrong, and anyone who wants to continue to be a shitty human being, that's whatever for them. I don't care, but stay away from me if you're gonna be like that, because if you claim to be a friend of mine who happens to do all this hateful stuff, you're no friend of mine. That's the way I see it. How could I lose to a miserable band of misfits such as this? What are you calling misfits, circus freak? Oh, you must be that gung-ho gorilla Max, yes? I see. So Cosmoland has sent reinforcements to join the fun. This pleases me greatly. Perhaps you can entertain me after all. Stop talking like that. It's creepy. How did you get here? Who are you? My name is Cole. It is a name you would do well to remember, little girl. Little girl? My name's Rachel, and why are you so scared to tell me why you're here? Black Hole is responsible for turning Omega Land into a wasteland, isn't it? I'm not ready to spill that juicy secret just yet. You'll find out soon enough. This land will be as devoid of beauty as your face. What? Farewell, fools. Hey, he's gone. That's a lot of sass from such a small man. You're the one who got owned. That pasty-faced weirdo is not getting away with this. Let's get out of here, Jake. The battle's over, but we're still in danger. Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. You better watch your back, Cole. He just called her ugly. Yeah, I got A rank because that took me a little while longer. Promotion. Owned. There we go. That's 5 chapters down, and I did pretty much the tutorial stuff, so there's probably still some more tutorial stuff for me to learn, but I'm going to be moving on to see what happens next. Okay, let's see what's next. Yeah, I had it a little bit differently yesterday. I actually had the top screen bigger and the smaller screen smaller, because I was still trying to figure everything out. But it seems like this is lined up very well. I'm still trying to figure this whole thing out with the capture card, because that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to work on. Exactly, Keyblade. Exactly. And Destiny, I know. The frontline HQ of the Allied forces should be somewhere in this area. Ah, I see tents. We're here, sister. Yes. So it begins. Commander Rachel, Blue Moon COs are here. They're on their way now. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome to the Allied Forces Frontline HQ. Thank you. My name is Sasha. It's an honor for our country to fight alongside yours. The honor is ours. Let's pool our resources and defeat Black Hole's army. Colin, introduce yourself. Oh, I'm calling the Blue Moon, sir. I'll do my best for the cause. I heard you were instrumental in winning the last war. It's good to have you on board. Sir, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And your famous leader, Commander Olaf. Did he come with you here? Commander Olaf is still in Macroland, defending the motherland. His hometown was ravaged. He sends his regrets that he is unable to join us. I see. I was looking forward to meeting him, but I understand the situation. Hey, it's Colin. Long time no see, little buddy. Max, so you're here too. You don't think I let those black hole losers do whatever they want, do you? Is that your sister, Colin? What a babe. It's nice to meet you. My brother has told me all about you, Commander Max. Max, you freak. Watch how you speak to our allies. What's up, Blue Moon Crew? We're going to kick some black hole butt, am I right? Oh, please, not you too, Jake. It's okay, Rachel. We're going to be fighting side by side. So there's no reason for us to be overly formal. Is there? Yeah, she's right. We're in for some rough times together, so let's be friends. Commander, enemy forces to the west. Land and sea units, both. Understood. Looks like we're going to have to end this welcoming party early. Rachel, please let us handle this. Colin and I need to see the enemy for ourselves. But, come on, Rachel, it'll be fine. Let Blue Moon show us what they can do. Watching them fight with rock, and, I'm sure I learned a lot too. Superb. It's decided then. Let's go survey the battlefield. Come, Colin. Right behind you. Let's go. Mission 6, the Ocean Blue. A naval battle. Colin, you haven't seen combat for a while, have you? Take command. I'll back you up. Don't worry. You got the numbers to pull this stuff off. This is a fight you can win. Oh, okay. I'll give it a shot. Sure to keep your track of your air and naval units' fuel supplies. Don't forget that you can supply them with your APC. Okay. The enemy is awfully close, though. This is going to be quite a battle. It's okay. Don't be nervous. I'm going to walk you through this, step by step. Alright. Let's figure this all out. That's a lander, a naval transport that can carry 2 ground units at a time. There are shoals here too. Shoals and ports are the only terrain types where landers can load and unload units. You cannot unload units onto a terrain those units cannot normally cross. For example, you can't unload a unit with treads in the mountain. Just like an APC can't drop an infantry units onto the ocean, right? That's correct. If you understand that, landers should prove easy to use. Okay, so let me just take a look. Alright, just gotta make sure I know what I'm doing. Yeah, take this too. This one will stay behind for now. Drop this one first. There we go. Alright. Oh, we can blast that. Alright. We still got some more work to do. We got a submarine, we got a battleship. That's a sub, a direct combat unit that can attack any naval unit. It's no match for a cruiser though, so don't get too close. Subs also have a special ability. They can dive and submerge underwater. By submerging, they can completely protect themselves from all indirect fire. Of course, they're still vulnerable to the direct fire of cruisers and other subs. Shouldn't I keep it submerged all the time then? No, it's not that simple. You see, subs burn fuel when they're submerged, even if they're not moving, and if subs run out of fuel, they sink. Oh, I see. It all balances out then. doesn't it? The good and the bad. You could say that. There's also a stealth factor that comes into play. But it's only on maps with fog of war, so we can deal with that later, I suppose. For the time being, you need that sub to take on the enemy battleship. Do your best to keep it safe. Understood. Alright, let me just learn about the battleship. Again, that's a battleship. As you know, it's an extremely potent indirect combat unit. Battleships have the longest range of fire of any known indirect combat unit. The enemy cruiser looks to be in range, so go ahead and fire full salvo at it. Before we do, let's make some other moves. You selected a cruiser, which is direct combat unit. It can fire on all air and naval units, but is especially strong against subs. When you find an enemy sub within range, attack and see for yourself. Understood. I'm looking forward to it. Like this. Alright. So what we'll do now is get rid of this guy over here. Get rid of that cruiser. For air units like B-copters, cruisers are a natural predator. If an enemy cruiser approaches, it's a good idea to order a temporary retreat. Now, there are several ways to retreat. You can simply fly as far away as possible, or escape to dry land. You can also land on one of your own cruisers. That's right, if I remember correctly, cruisers can carry 2 copters at a time. You're correct, I'll let you choose your own path. Don't take unnecessary risks. Alright, so I gotta be careful with what I do. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take this, move them over here. We're going to dive. Alright. Yeah, this is a battleship. I already took out their cruiser. Attack that, but if I attack this, I think I'm going to attack this one. Attack the rockets. Alright. That's it for my turn. So let's end turn. Commander Lash, we don't have enough firepower. We're going to be crushed. Can we rethink this? No. We can always build more units. As many as we need. Everything's disposable. Everything. What's the point of having all this stuff if we don't get to break it? Disposable, but... Quiet, you. I'm the one who designed our power source, the Black Crystal. So any ordnance we make with it is mine to play with. Attack. Can somebody please talk some sense into Commander Lash, please? Ah. And my cruiser got destroyed. Alright. Now let's think of what I can do. Alright. First off, this lander is going to go back right here. Send this artillery over inside. Alright. Let's bring this over here. Bring that here. Okay, I gotta think of what I gotta come up with another plan. There's this battleship right here, and they have their own lander over there. Alright. Let's figure this out. Alright. Let's get rid of this sub, first and foremost. Yeah, Kami's really good. Glad that I streamed that one. I'll bring this down here. Knock that one out. I'll end turn. Damn. Okay. Capture. Alright. Alright. Now I gotta think about how I want to handle all this. Let's just attack this thing over here. See what happens. Through the battleship right over here. And turn. Choppers have limited missiles, which is a bit annoying. If they run out, they're going to do puny damage to tank. Yep. Let's attack this. Capture. There we go. Very good. Very good. Alright, this one can die. Let's at least take this one out. Man, you wouldn't believe how I often accidentally ran out of fuel with my subs when diving. Oh man. I try my best to avoid that. Alright, so we are going to end turn. I have enough for superpower, but that has to wait. Whatever, I do what I want. Prime tactics. That's what they're doing. Wow, they wasted their power just to run away. Rise. Yeah, it's already running low. I had to rise it up. Knock this one out. Yeah, we'll get it right now. So let's go ahead. Oh, it ran out. Got this though. Knock this thing out. Eek! We lost! I mean, I saw it coming, but still kind of stings, you know. That's what you get, Lash. What is it with you in these wasteful, foolish battles? Shut it. You're not going to lecture me. You're not the boss of me. I'm going to pay you back for the last war. You better get ready. How utterly childish. Under different circumstances, she could have been a brilliant commander. What a shame. You spank him, Colin. No, I didn't do anything. I was just following orders as always. I bet you can rock deployment maps. Every CEO has got their own thing, and you know how to work yours. Dick is right, Colin. Set your shoulders straight and stand with pride. Sir, yes, sir, but I'd rather get back to the war. This is embarrassing. Why did Stay Healthy Bot just like post so many times that I've been live for 26 hours? It looks like there's like an error for it right now. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, regardless, I made it through. I won, woohoo! If it does it one more time, yeah. No, seriously, I actually, at least delete every message beyond the first one, because like it keeps spamming it. Like it doesn't. I don't know why it's doing that. It shouldn't even do that. And I've seen it in some other streamers, but it hasn't really done it to them that I know of course. Save. Alright, so now it's time for mission 7. You do it now? Okay, yeah, go right ahead. Like, just, oh my god. Alright. Give me 1 second. Take the charger out of the yes real quick. Alright. Alright, so let's do the next one. Battlefield visibility, poor. Situation, dangerous. Adapt. Take care of these conditions and ambush the enemy. Tell me, Juggler, is the placement of the black crystal complete? Crystal placement incomplete. Flash running late. I see. We must purchase time to make up for her tardiness. Return to the base, Jugger, and see to its defenses. Order understood. Jugger rolling out. The Allied forces are closing in on the heart of Black Hole's army. Is there truly a CO among them capable of achieving our downfall? Regardless, they must be extinguished before they grow too strong. If this Black Crystal Gambit succeeds, these mere skirmishes will be meaningless. We will sweep across the continents and seize control of the entire planet. And yet, we need time. We must not lose our cool. Fog rolls in. We're gonna get some fog right now in the game. Commander Jake. We're detecting a large number of metal objects in the region. Analyzing data. Done. Sir, it's the Black Hole Army. Yeah, but how am I supposed to see anything through this fog of war? This looks sketchy. The enemy's got to be out there planning an ambush. It's a good thing we decided to investigate this coastal route, isn't it? If we hadn't seen Black Hole here, we would have suffered a nasty surprise. No doubt, Rachel and the others are quite a bit ahead of us, too. I gave them a call, but we better smoke these guys before they get too big. I see what you're saying, and yet... What's up? It's this fog. To be honest, I don't deal with it particularly well. No worries, I can rock this myself. No, this is something I must overcome. Please, let me have the command. Sure you up for it? I don't want you to get owned. I think I can manage if you give me advice, Jake. That is, unless you don't want to. No, it's cool. I'm down with the whole self-improvement thing. I'll just hang out and give you a hand if you need it. Thanks, Jake. Let's go take care of business. You can only see stuff that's in a lighted area. It's the same deal for the new enemy. Each unit has a search ability that tells you how far it can see. This recon unit may be weak sauce in a firefight, but its vision range is fire. I can't believe they actually said weak sauce in a Nintendo game in 2005. Then again, this is not the first time they did stuff like this, but it's more of Nintendo of America. To attack in Fog of War, you got to figure out where the enemy is first. So I use the recon unit to spot the enemy, attack with a stronger unit. I just want to ask you an honest question. Who actually says weak sauce anymore these days? And it's like when people say, some people do say own still, but do people actually say pwned anymore? When was the last time people said pwned? Like, remember that was actually like an internet phrase for a while? Yeah, it was like 2000 Slingo. The main person, there was like this YouTuber I used to watch back in the day who always says the word pwned. He used to go by the name of Urinating Tree, where he actually reviewed Sega Genesis games back in the day. Destiny, you probably might know exactly who I'm talking about. He would always say pwned. That's how I remembered it. That was like the mid to late 2000s YouTube. Yeah. The Fat Man Judgev, that's the way he called himself. I see how that works. You need more than superior firepower to win here, right? Yep. You're so all over this. Yeah, but like his later content, I kind of lost interest because it's not what I was looking for with YouTube. So, yeah, because he's a sports YouTuber now, so not my cup of tea. Oh, please. So yeah, I can't see into that forest above, into the left, that recon unit. But I'm glad that he's doing well, Destiny. Words are different, and you can't see into them unless you're next to them. If you don't spot the enemy and try to head into the wood where it's hiding, you'll get ambushed. I'm into some sports casually, but not like hardcore. It's just like the only sport that I actually watch, if you even want to count sports at this point, is wrestling. And even then, I'm not as big into wrestling as I was like growing up. But that's another topic for another day. But sports YouTube, I'm not really as big into that. Not my cup of tea. Ambushed. I see, but that does not mean I can avoid enemy attacks by hiding in the woods too. Pretty much. And reefs act just like woods. You can't see into them without rolling. Right up next to them. Okay, I'll proceed with caution. Alright. So, the point of this mission is to fight with the fog. The fog is surrounded like certain parts of the map, and we got to overcome that. But the thing is, the big risk is running to an enemy, so I got to be careful. Infantry and mech units can do a lot more than just capturing stuff. They can hoof it to the top of the mountains and scout out long distances. Have your infantry climb that peak and check out how far you can see. Recon or your friends in fog? Yep. Like I have a recon unit right here. So you can actually see like certain parts. Split them up. And then you get and you'll be able to get what you need. Alright. Infantry on mountains are great, yes. If I spread them out, there'd be less fog. That's what I would like to think. But like I could bring one here. But subunits are better at getting rid of fog than others. So right now what I gotta do is bring them down over here. Want to be able to see what's up ahead. Move even further. Be cautious with fog. Use forest a lot if you can. Yeah. Oh, damn. They're attacking? The arrogant fools haven't learned to respect their master. He went out a complete army. I accept their challenge. Class is now in session. Yeah. Oh my god. Alright. Alright, so we gotta take care of some stuff right now. Let's bring this over here. Actually, no. No, we're not doing that. Alright. So what I gotta do... Alright, so there's a regular tank right there. Gotta send something over to fight that. Never move into a forest tile if you can't see it. I wouldn't say that. I mean, you can't see into the forest unless you're next to it, or move air units close to it. Alright. So... I can either attack... Alright. Gotta see what should I attack. Gotta be careful here. One false move and who knows what will happen. Well, that's gone. Alright. They'll capture that, but we'll get it back. We'll get them back. What's up, Sasha? You remember to watch out for the woods and reefs? I will. Thank you. I noticed that I can also see the areas where I have bases. I suppose this means I should capture as many properties as possible, right? Yes, I do believe I'm starting to get the hang of this. You're going to go already? You got fierce skills, Sasha. Rachel had to give me a special crash course on this stuff. It took ages. I'm sure that's because Rachel sees how much potential you have, Jake. And I can tell you're a good student. I think you two are a formidable pair. Yeah, think so? Rachel and I have both lost everything, even our families. I guess smacking down Black Hole is the only thing we've got. Wanting the same thing has pulled us together. I have no business worrying about my own fears and weaknesses then, do I? You've given me an extra incentive to win this fight, Jake. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to win this fight. We need to do that. Well, I gotta figure this all out. I can't use that. Alright. So what I'm going to do is I am going to start by sending this thing over here. If you send too many, you might just expose yourself. Better lose one unit and to ambush than several. Yeah, that is the thing. Sometimes in war, you got to make tough choices. It ain't gonna be easy, but it's better to make a tough choice than to make no choice, or a choice that will screw me up. Okay, so no, hold up. That should take care of that. Capture. All right. Now let's bring up more of these. Wait. Move over here. All right. Now let's end. I will crush you. Oh god, they're using their power. Force march. Damn it. I needed that. Alright, but all they're doing is just giving me more strength to do what I gotta do. Here we go, captured. Very good. Alright, so I could just use that then. Let's use this. Let's take this one out. Just so I can see what's up ahead. They have a few enemy units left. We gotta be careful. Just keep fighting. We'll use the superpower next turn. I will not back down. War bonds. Market crash? Ooh, yeah. Alright, gotta be careful now. Oh, it doesn't even do anything. Let's just go through the days. Got the headquarters. All right, let's end. that. Brilliant. Mission accomplished. Dude, Sasha, you dropped that fool. It's all thanks to your good advice. Nah, it's all you. You should be all like, what's up now, black hole? I'll be sure to say that next time. That'll be a surprise. That'll surprise them. Too bad the enemy CO pieced out. I want to know what he was up to. I get the feeling they were here to slow us down and buy some time. So you think that was a diversion? Or some totally evil master plan? It's possible. Let's get going and join up with the main army. And that's yet another mission down. There we go. Bravo. Another mission completed.
Mission complete.
Yep.
You win!
Save current data. What would you like to save? Same area. Well, I'm making progress, but here's the thing. Later maps are going to get harder, especially when we get into like the late teens into the early 20s. So we got to keep that in mind. We've come a long way. Are you sure the enemies set up shop in this area? Probably. Recent troop movements intel points to this location. The fighting is getting fierce too. Black Hole is all up in our business. Who knows what they're up to? No kidding. There's no telling what they'll do when they get backed into a corner. Jugger, let's go shock these losers with a new game plan. New strategy analyzed and understood. New weapon system deploying. Pipe runner online. Enemy defeat immediate. It's time for a tag battle. Okay, so now we got our tag battles. Now we're in the setup phase. So let's look around. This map is definitely bigger than the last one, like the last couple of maps. So we'll set up. So we have 5 characters. We got Sasha, we got Jake, Rachel, Max, Colin, and Sasha. I am going to use a different character this time. I am going to be using I'm going to go and use Colin. We'll try him out for this one, and if it doesn't work out, we'll try a different character. Alright, we'll save there, and we will deploy. Let's do this. Are you ready? Let's go. Mission 8, Tag Battle. Hey, is this a deployment map? That means I can handle this. Enemy unit dead ahead. It's a new black hole weapon. I see it. It's sitting on one of the black hole's infamous pipes. They're impervious to any type of attack. This weapon is new to me though. Rachel, that's gotta be an indirect combat unit. How can you tell? Check out the size and angle of the barrel. I bet that thing can rain some hot death. I see what you're saying. In that case, we should get next to it and pound away. It may be big, but there's only one of them. It'll blow up like anything else. So we gotta do like a little slow build. So next turn, what I'll do is I'll have this infantry move over here, and transfer them over here. Check its range. Yeah, we should do that. So far, oh, well, I'm nowhere near them, so. And then this is the other team right here. So right now, like, we're in the phase of building and getting everything done. We're gonna do it slowly, and then when we have enough units, we'll strike. Black Hole is totally scheming something. I only see one army, but there are 2 COs. What's up with that? Who knows? Just stay on your toes. They may be evil, but they're not stupid. Word. Okay, so gonna do is, oh, won't be able to reach, because I was hoping I would be able to reach this right here and drop them off right here this turn, because what I want to do is set up more capture. I'll just do this because I wanted to make this so then I can at least have like another base for this area right here. All right, still nowhere near. All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make one infantry unit specifically for this over here and this over here. That way I'll be able to start capturing some stuff here. Over here, I'm going to make a recon. All right, so that's it for my turn. Hehe, Tag Battle is our latest tactical innovation, and it's pure genius. What we do is change COs mid-battle to adapt to any condition on the field. When the time is right, we can use our tag power and attack on the same day. What that means is, once the CO is done, the other CO can issue orders. Do you understand the genius at work here? Huh? Do you? If you and I were more compatible, our attack would be even stronger, but twice the pain equals twice the terror. Teehee, that's black hole math. Prepare to get served. Well, thank you for telling me what your plan is. If you think that by telling me means that you're gonna eliminate me, so we wouldn't know anyway, well, guess what? We know, and we're gonna use it to our advantage when the time is right. Right here. Yeah, there's an airport around here. Where was the airport? Yeah, I'm trying to take a look at this. Oh, right here. Yes, this one. Eventually, we're gonna get over there, so I can get that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna capture this to make some more units, but I'll still have this APC around, lugging around each of my units. So I'll capture this right over here. All right, we're gonna start sending some recon units. All right, so how much money I have? All right. So what I'm going to do is I am going to make a tank. Look at the prices. Like, there's much cheaper prices than the other ones. I'm going to make a tank right now. And what I'll do is I'm going to make another unit. So the next turn I could bring this over around here and then have the unit go in. That's what I'll do. Yeah, you can make neo tanks. All right, so we'll end turn. We're gonna have a little slow build, but the moment we have our builds, we'll be good to go. We're gonna attack when ready. Bring this here. Bring this here. There we go. Next turn, like what the plan is to bring this APC from here all the way to over here. It's gonna take 2 or maybe 3 turns to do it, so that I can at least drop I could drop the unit over here so they can start capturing this airport. That's gonna be the plan. All right, let's take a look at this range real quick. Still not anywhere near, so that's good. All right, so all right, that was an important story cutscene snap. All right, no problem. I'm just trying to figure out like my plans. I need to bring this. All right. Okay, so the problem with bringing him over here is this. This will blast. So I gotta think of another plan. And I gotta do it soon. Let's start bringing this one over here. Alright, so what I'm going to do right now is I'll make another APC. The pipe runner can move, but only along the pipe of its own. Yeah. Because what I'll do is I'll take this guy and bring him like over here so I can capture some more units. While this one is going to focus on like this side right here. And I will take an artillery and end turn. Alright. Now we got a base over here. So now I can make more units on that side. So I can make multiple units there. Alright. So let's take this. I'm gonna drive. I still have to figure out who my favorite CEO is. I think I might actually like Max, and I might like... there was a character that comes in later. I gotta mention... I forgot what their name, but we'll get to them when they come in. I like Sammy as well. Right? Stay here. Falcon Eagle, yeah. All right, good. All right, so what I'll do right now is I will not buy anything this turn, and instead what I'll do is I will end turn. Save my money so I can get some more powerful units. Oh, possum spit. Now they're starting to come up with some more combat units, so I gotta be careful. All right, first we're gonna bring this down right here. Capture as many as possible. Alright, so next turn I can send this one over here so I can make airports. This is gonna have to be a sacrifice, but it needs to be done. Alright. Now what I need to do is figure out what I want to do next. I can make these. I want these right now, which I will do. Like I got the medium tank. All right, so the medium tanks will definitely come in handy later on. And I will get one infantry, and I will move this guy right here, and I will end my turn. Smashing you is going to be fun. Go swap. All right. Let's start with this. Capture. One more day and we can capture that. All right. Let's capture these buildings right here. Go. Bring this close. Actually, no. We gotta take this thing out, though. We gotta figure that out, the pipe runner. Okay, let's figure everything out right now. Yeah, it's 2v1, so I gotta figure this out. I'll save my money for now and we'll end turn. Careful on the left, guy, about to capture a factory near your HQ. Oh boy. We'll take that. I want to get rid of that. I want to get rid of this thing, but I want to figure out like a good way to do it. But we're gonna capture their airport, so that was more important to me right now. With that airport we could just capture, we can now build air units. It's also a place where B-copters and bombers can repair and refuel. Capturing this airport puts us a lot closer to victory. Let's keep on rolling. Good. Okay, good. All right, so soon I'm gonna have air units, so that's gonna be good. I'm gonna save my money right now because what I'm going to do is I am going to actually, yeah, what I'm going to do is I am going to save it so I can make some air stuff, some airships, all the air units I can get. All systems go. All right, now to figure everything out. Day 9. Got that one. All right, let's make some air units. We got some money. I'm gonna make a fighter. Actually, let's see. I could make a. There's no purpose in making a fighter right now, so I'm gonna make. I could either make a bomber, a T-copter, a bomber, or a B-copter. So I probably might just go with I'll probably might just go with the bomber. And then I'm gonna start placing some units here because we gotta make some defense. Of a medium tank for that one. We're gonna start annihilating this side of the area, like slowly but surely they'll all be gone. It's only a matter of time. Alright. Put this guy right here. Alright. I don't have any money, so what I'll do is I'll bring this right here. So all I gotta do now is end turn. Oh, I'm not forgetting the left side. I'm gonna work on that. Nice. Teehee. Don't worry, I have it under control. Alright, so the next step is to start wiping these guys out. But we also gotta figure this one out right here. The problem is getting in range of any of these will be a big issue. Like, I would have to have the enemies come to me. So what I'll do is I'll make a tank right here. And make a second tank right here. Yeah, that's enough to knock it out. Nice. That's practically it for me for now, so let's end turn. I have to face against that thing sometime. They gotta be careful. And now they're switching. Hey sis, check this out. Power of money. Okay, so let's take a look and see what I can do right now. I at least damage just a little bit. At least I can do right now. Alright. Take this one out. That's enough to knock it out. That's gonna knock it out. That's definitely a knockout right there. I can either knock this out or this. I'll probably go with the recon. All right. Next up, we got this. Do some damage. Have an MD. Have another MD tank. That'll be good for you. Bring this guy down and end turn. Enemy system punish. Oh, now they're doing their power. Oh god, dual strike. Oh no. Yeah, this could be bad. I didn't think that they filled it up on their side already. This ain't good. And they get 2 turns for doing this. They made an anti-air unit specifically for my flight. This is terrible. Alright. Well, now I gotta figure out how am I gonna recover from all this. Alright, so now to figure everything out. I'll take a B-copter. I'll make a tank. Not much else I can do, so I don't have very little money, so I'll just save it. Of course I was gonna go for that. Oh god, no, that's bad. Now I gotta be careful. Okay, so let's figure everything out. For one, this anti-air unit is gonna be gone. Slowly but surely I'll take it out. That one out. This map gets annoying if you let them take the factory next to the pipe runner. Yep. All right. Yeah, we got this one surrounded, so that's gonna die next turn. we'll make another one of these. And turn. Smashing is gonna be fun. Alright, still got work to do. It's far from over. One, this guy's gone. We'll use the bomber to send this guy over here. Load. Yeah, this thing is finally gone, so I don't have to worry about this anymore. No, they blew it up. And pipe runners is such a pain to make too. Not a problem. Pipe runners can now be built in factories. Yeah, attack power is an advantage. Victory is certain. Still bums me out, but whatever. All we have to do, not get overrun or let them capture our HQ. Tee. No, I didn't want to do that. Whatever. That was a mistake. Making the bomber wait on the airport does heal it every turn. That's true. I should have done that. But I could also make another bomber unit. And what I am gonna do is I'm gonna make a mech-on unit. Did I say mech-on unit? What the hell? I meant mech unit. Whoops, wrong series. Anyway, let's figure out what to do. Let's fire. There we go. Let's figure everything out right now. How to handle everything. Gonna head off. Gotta get up early. No problem. Thank you for coming through, Destiny. You take care and you have a good one. Gonna figure all this out right now. This is getting ridiculous, but I can pull through. Take this one out. All right, well, what I'll do is I'll move him here. Let's turn. Oh, they're gonna gang up on that one. And now they're switching because they're gonna try to get the tag power soon. Gotta be careful though. Be careful now. And that area is now captured. We now have this factory over here. Being next to a factory with your bomber right before they tag power is dangerous since they can make an anti-air and then use it the same turn. Oh yeah. But there is a way around it. I have him here as a way to distract. So they won't be able to do that. Take this one out. But I have to be careful no matter what I do. Hey, Shiny, good to see you, buddy. Advance was going well. Like, we made significant progress so far. We still have more to do. How are you doing tonight? Now I gotta watch it. Gotta take out as many units as possible because they're about to get ready to do a tag powers. All right, just chilling, playing a little Fall Guys. Nice. Okay, I have to use my superpower right now. I have to do it now, but I gotta take out as many units as I can. Yeah, this should definitely help. Knock this one out. Boom. That should knock it out. So they can't actually make a unit there. Blocking factories is pretty strong, yes. Bring an anti-air unit. And then I will make a bomber, and we will end turn. They don't have much units to work with, so unfortunately for them, this one is going to be moot. So now I have the upper hand. There we go. We're gonna bring this guy right here. We're not gonna drop him because I want to capture some of the units. So this means that we probably might have to stall so we get everything we need. Knock this thing out. Stick a fork in them and crack in the music because they're done. So that was a tag battle. It seemed odd at first, but it has its advantages. It seems worth studying. I agree. There is no time for us to worry about their appearances either. Let's steal every technique and weapon Black Hole comes up with. You may look all prim and proper, but you can get a low down and dirty, Sasha. They built their empire with our materials. We're merely taking back what's ours. Let's analyze the battle data so we can use tag tactics in our next fight. Now we can drop some signs on those fools. Things are finally looking up. We got it. It's looking up for us. Another win. Got A rank. We take what they know and use it against them. I won. Woo. All right, let's go. That's another one down. Really good.
Mission complete.
on to mission 9. Alright. Alright, let's go. Let's do the next mission. If they made it this far, they're a threat we can no longer ignore. Black Crystal perimeter bases operational. Deployment of Black Arc Flying Fortress initiated. Very well, Jugger. Report our preparations to that Hawk. Flash and I will team up and attack. We will divide the earth and the sky. Between us and our guns will sound a requiem for the allied troops. Spare no cost in defending the Black Crystal. Our foes will fall like leaves. Hehehe, I can do death no problem. Dibs on the Black Arc. Ooh, this is going to be so much fun. That girl worries me. What's up with this place? It's all dry and hot and dry. My poor Omega Land, I can't believe how far the desolation has spread. And these nasty sandstorms, I got a bad feeling about this. What's that tall tower? It looks like a black hole base, but... Tell me, allied halfwits, how are you feeling today? We were doing okay until we saw you, you pasty freak. Your name is Rachel, is it not? You have an abrasive personality. And you're an arrogant twit. If you think we're not more than your match, you're in for a nasty surprise. Learning to tag battle does not make us equals, you silly little cheerleader. Look at your precious homeland. It's like an old woman wrinkled and wilting. So you black hole vampires suck this land dry? Who else, young lion? Allow me to share you the little secret of the Black Crystal. In short, it bleeds a planet's life force and uses it to make physical materials. It is the source of black holes' miraculous regenerative powers. If the crystal is used too much, the Earth suffers and becomes, well, like this. I'd tell you that we cared, but I'd be lying, and that would be wrong. That's horrible. No, you're horrible. What? This is my homeland. These are my people. You can't... Ugh. Don't even think I'm going to squeeze out a tear after I bury you. Such passion, such bravado. We will twist it into abject despair. Cool it, Jake. Fighting an enemy's taunts will only play into their hands. The Black Crystal has no attack power of its own. Let's rush it for the factory at the center of the map. No, I'm afraid I can't allow that. Flash, come out, wherever you are. Oh, I'm going to enjoy this. Well, look up at the top screen. How'd that get up there? How'd that get there? This is Lash. I'm calling you from the fabulous flying fortress. It's the Black Arc. I'm roughly 33,000 feet above the battlefield, and the view is spectacular. Black Arc? Flying fortress? It's huge. How did you get that thing to fly? Hehehe, you're surprised? You're surprised. But wait, there's more. I'm even going to throw in a free bomb shower. This isn't good. Yeah. Think? Gotta do something about that thing. Rachel, you think what I'm thinking? Yep. They're going to tag battle? Then we have to do the same. Let's choose two COs, one for the main front and one for the second front. The main front is on the surface and the second is up there with the Black Arc. I need to remind you that we can't afford to lose this fight. So we got a lot to do. Set up. Now we have two units we could use. Jake is definitely going to be coming along, and so is Colin. I'm going to use Colin and Jake for this one. So we're going to team up, and we're going to figure out our plans on how we're going to attack. So we gotta think carefully. All right. So their units are right here. Our units are right here. And we have a factory over here. I could actually make stuff. The problem is, if I make anything there, these guys are gonna outnumber. So time to play out the namesake of this game. So this is where everything, this is where the whole game really begins. This is Advanced Wars Dual Strike, and we are going to strike them with both the units that we have. So I gotta plan accordingly. Alright, let's save. Let's see how far it, let's see how much it takes for me to finish this one chapter. Let's begin. Let's do this. Let's go. We are chapter 9. Victory or death. Mission 9. That's what they call it. Alright, here we go. That's the black crystal. My tanks will flatten that thing like vinyl. Starting with this map, we're going to be using the tag battle strategy. As the name implies, two COs team up and take turns issuing orders. Don't worry, the basic rules of engagement are unchanged. Now, this is the time we got fighting on two fronts, which is dual screen combat. So we need to assign one CO to the main front and one CO to the second front. In campaign mode, the second front is controlled automatically, but you should still check on it from time to time. Any ordinary fight, the battle ends if you're defeated on the main front. The battle won't end if you lose on the second front, but the CO remaining on the main front will be left alone facing two enemy COs. This may seem a bit confusing, but I'll give you more advice as we go along. Here's one hint. Winning the second front makes it easier to win the main front. So that's what we gotta do. Okay, so we gotta figure this all out right now. We're gonna start by capturing this. We're gonna get this base over here. And I'm gonna capture this. There's an airport here we can capture. So let's do that. Alright. They have anti-air units. I gotta be careful of those. I'll take the risk and make a tank here. If it ends up backfiring, then we'll avoid using this factory until further notice. But we'll try it out. So what I'll do is I'm going to start bringing some of these units over. Alright, so that's the blast radius. Because I'm going to send this guy right here. Does not reach. Good. This is the move radius. This is the blast. Alright, so just gotta be careful of the anti-airs. We're gonna... Hey, thanks for the follow. Let's talk about attacking that flying fortress. You'll need to send fighters and bombers up to the second front. To do that, you'll need to use the send command. You'll find it in the menu. Once you do that, the selected unit will be transferred to the second front. You won't be able to send helicopters because they can't fly high enough. Alright, so let's send this over. Nice work. Now the unit you transfer can fight for the course on the second front. All orders on the second front are issued automatically by the CO in charge there. Oh, and CO powers can't be used there either. The action's too fast. Fight your way across the main front, but keep an eye on the second front too. You're one of the few who know this gem of a game. Hey, Living. Good to see you. Living for Leah? Yeah. This was one of my first games on the DS like 15, 16 years ago. Keep in mind that the units are sent to the second front can't come back. However, if you win on the second front, the surviving units will be added to the power meter, and that can be a huge advantage, don't forget. Because I recently got myself a 3DS capture card, so I'm doing DS and 3DS games now, and this is one of the games I wanted to do. So I never finished it, because I was stuck in the later chapters, but I decided to start over for the sake of the stream, and now we're in chapter 9, or rather mission 9. Okay, so we still got some more work to do. But we'll send this over here. The anti-air is going to have to attack one of them, so one of them might have to be a sacrifice to it. Alright. Oh, let's move. And I'll send any units up above when needed, when necessary. Alright, so the main front is already done. Now we got to do the one at the top. 1 second, there we go. I think you should be careful when you send them because they're going to be in range of fighters. That's true. But some of these fighters won't be able to move past these mountains. They're going to have to go through this area in order to get through. Alright. Let's swap. What I'm going to do is, oh. Gotta figure out, oh, the top part works automatically. That's what they said. The top one works automatically. All right. All right. Yeah, because I can't control the fighter planes on top. I can only send them, and that's it. And I just did a demonstration of how to send it. So, oh, the flyer. Oh, they all go on top. Okay. We'll see what happens now. All black hole units within 2 spaces of black crystal will gain fuel ammo and 2 HP at the beginning of each day. If you can stay close to the crystal, the advantage is ours. The black crystals destroy, all of our plans will be shattered with it. Indirect fire is a danger, but Omega Land itself is our unwitting ally in that regard. These sandstorms reduce the attack range of all distance weapons by 1. The allies will believe they have been forsaken by heaven. The Black Arc's bombs will keep the allies from making use of the center factory. I designed the Black Arc's bombs so they don't damage our own units. I just love being deliciously evil and brilliant. Hehehe. Oh, so that's what happens. Okay, then that's not worth it then. I forgot about that. Okay. Now, like, it's their units that's on top. Alright. Hey, Rachel, I know you're only in charge of dudes on your own front, but is it cool if I give any general orders to units on the second front? Yes, but don't insult your tag battle partner. Give some advice instead. First, open the map and select intel, then tap out AI. Choose a strategy option to give your partner some idea on how to proceed. Change the setting on the fly to get the most out of your partner. Let's hope that I don't lose any of them. Alright, in the meantime, I gotta be careful here. I can't risk making anything from here right now. And I just made a factory and an airport, so next turn I'll be able to use them. So unfortunately, I have to end my turn now. But before we do, let's go to... No. How did I... Yeah, I missed it. I didn't mean to hit this. Alright, let's do that. We'll try that out. Now I gotta be careful. Alright, one down. Hey, take a look at the top screen. Units we sent there have destroyed one of the Black Ark's cannons. 3 more to go. Our bomb worries are over once you know knock them out the other ones. Keep sending units and let's make the main front safer for our troops. 2 down, 2 to go. That was their turn. They're gonna have to make more units if they want to stop me from getting rid of the black hole up there. They can't stop me. Like there's nothing they can really do. I'll make a tank. Helicopter. The anti-air won't be able to get near me, so I'll keep this one there so it can recover a little bit. And we got another one of these. So more money. Slowly capture everything, little by little. Still won't be able to make use of this yet. Not until we get rid of the top. Alright, so we'll keep this guy there. And we will call it a turn. Deploy infantry in the center, do not capture that base. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Next turn. Let's just focus on what we can do right now. Oh, crap. I just realized. Damn it. I'm gonna have to stop that right now. So I'll have to hurry up and do that. Crap. I should have done that. Even if it means the sacrifice. But that's 3. And that's not 4 yet. We'll get it next turn. That thing will be destroyed soon. So let's figure this out. Alright. Just gotta start sending things around. That doesn't do anything to that, so no, that's not gonna bother. Alright. Let's do this. No. Capture. What about this? Yeah, they got to it first. Like I didn't realize until after the fact. I'm like, damn it. So now I gotta think of something else. I'm gonna start sending out like my units to destroy this thing, but it's gonna be too late, unfortunately. Alright, so now what I gotta do is think of another plan. Get one of these. And get an APC because we're going to need that eventually. So I'll bring this guy down. And then bring this guy down. Damn, I messed up there, but but now like I just have to rely on other things. Damn it. And that's done. No, the flying fortress has been destroyed. Never mind that. There's no need for panic. As long as we win on the surface, victory will be ours. Second front has been secured. CEO will now report back to the main front. Yes, now I'll be able to see the tag power in full effect. If both CEOs are on the main front, they can tag out to take turns issuing commands. Switch CEOs, all you gotta do is select change from the map window. Select change ends your turn though. Don't do it until you're done. The power meters of both CEOs fill, you'll be able to use tag power. Tag power is a power where both CEOs use super CEO powers, back to back on the same turn. Use the tag power, open up the window, that map window, select tag and get ready to rock. Orange Star Army has won on the secondary front. So that part's done. Alright. So they gave it to me, I could just use it now. Alright. And that's what I'll do. I'm gonna use it now. Let's test this out. Tag battle right now. I'll give it everything I got. Dual strike. Let's do it. Two CEOs are compatible, their power can be rated above 100%. Yep, that is true. I'll just take the anti-air. Now to change. Back on the front lines. Get rid of that. The Jig specialty is tanks, yep. Better go with the base on the center, yeah. Let me just check everything real quick. No, I don't want to end yet. No, 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 stop. Yeah, I would definitely knock that out. So we'll leave this here for now. Right here. And basically at this point we're just blocking them from taking it, but we'll see how that goes. It's not going to be easy for that. Gonna have to end turn because there's not much else I can do at the moment. So let's end turn. See what happens from here. Uh-oh, they have their own power. Trail of Woe. Damn it. On the bright side, they won't be able to get that factory in the center. Won't be able to get the base. But now I have to think of another plan. Alright, so let's figure everything out. Alright, I gotta think carefully about this. So you're from Peru? Ah. That's an anti-air, so that's not good. Alright, let's think carefully here. No. I need the anti-air to attack this, not this. The next turn I'll be able to get this done. These won't be able to attack where I'm at. So let's figure this out. Damn it, this could attack this shit. Bring them here. Alright. I'll wait. Because I know for a fact that this is definitely going to do a number on me. So I gotta think if I should attack this and risk death or wait a turn. I might just wait a turn. I'm expecting to die anyway, but at least wait a turn to distract this to so they can attack this instead of this. That's what I'm hoping for. End turn. No, that's not what I wanted. Damn it. All right. Time to think of other strategies. Got this anti-air I can use against this one. I'm gonna send this one over here to fight this guy. Alright, because lucky for me, this only fights air units. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I am going to check this. Make a tank and we're going to send it over. This is gonna die, but I'm gonna at least deal some damage to him. Oh, it actually survived. Only barely. But I did some damage at least. Save the rest of my money and we're gonna end turn. At least attempt to capture. No. I could have got that now. Let's switch units. Alright, so let's go and do that. Good. Oh, come on. Alright. That's not gonna do much. This will take me a little bit because I need to think of other plans. Still capture with this. I'll have to actually go for this. That means this will not be able to kill him. But he needs to be, I want him to be at least 2 if possible. I don't think that's going to be the case. So I have to send this over here. Either this is going to attack this or this will attack this. Gotta be careful now. Yeah, you're dead. So are you. Good. Alright. So now I gotta think about all this. I think I have to try again without them capturing your central base. I think I can still get. I think I can still do this. I think I can still win this. We'll see. I'm ready. I'm willing to write it out if it means that I could still win. We'll see. I pulled through so many situations before in different games. If I could do it before, I could do it again in any case. Let's switch. A fighter counts my bomber, yeah. Oh, they have their... Oh, that's their regular power, force march. I've just got to be careful. Damn it. Alright. And I got the factory. I got the base. That's gonna be good. But now I gotta start thinking of other things to do. Their fighters over here. I got some anti-airs ready. Going next to it, I'm going to be using this factory. I'll at least slowly attack that one. Switch. If I have to, I will. Get this one out of there. Let me think of another one. Let's see. I could actually make Neo tanks. You know what? Yeah, let's make a Neo tank. Put it right there. Run it center. They're backing away. I got this now. takes more for me to do too. All right, let's start bringing this over. I want them to come to me. Next turn, I'm gonna make this fighter over here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end turn. Well, actually, no. All right, yeah. Oh, they got their own now. Forgot the black crystal thing heals them. Yeah. But I still have to be careful. How much damage does this deal? Not a lot. But when you use this on this, not too much. Let's see. What do I do here? Okay. This is what they have left. Let me see the radius. Yeah, okay, so it's both. I thought it was just one, but... Oh, this will attack this one. Damn it. I knew there would have been a caveat, but we're gonna figure it out. Alright. This could destroy. This could hit copters too. Destroy that at least. I'm gonna sacrifice something. I want this to go for this. All right, switch. Oh, it went down there. Because this is going to counter theirs. Now I gotta figure everything out. I'll make another one. Actually, not yet. No. Let me see. I'm gonna. I want to send this over here. I'll at least attack these missiles. Wait. Let's use tag. Gonna need to do it. Destroy the crystal to win. That's all we gotta do. All right, let's change. Before we do that, Nice. Yeah, you like the taste of that? Savor the flavor, black hole. The shame, the black crystal has been shattered. Illusions got shut down. Pick the wrong place to invade. As long as we're around, you'll get nothing. Boo, we got beat. Come on, Colt, let's bounce out of here. Still got, you know what, one black crystal is not that big of a deal. It's the principle, Lash, the principle. Let us withdraw for now. Enjoy this victory feast, fools, for you shall starve tomorrow. They never change, do they? They say what they want and then vanish. Max, we serve Black Hole as a hot bowl of smackdown soup. Woo! I know. Now get off of me. Dick is happy, isn't he? Both of us have a lot of memories from... I'm thrilled too. I got to let everyone at home know what's happened. Flash's last words had me worried though. What do you think you know what is? Sounds like they got a secret weapon up their sleeve, doesn't it? Where are we rolling to next, Rachel? I already got my battle mix picked out. Just because you picked your music doesn't mean we're ready to fight. We need more intel. The troops need rest, and I want a nice long bath. Oh, that sounds heavenly. Bath followed by a good book and some caviar. Sweet, let's get going. I got all kinds of stories to tell my crew back home. That's the victory. Ooh, S rank. But what the technique? Oh, I won. Woo! Another win. Shattered a crystal. Together, we destroyed the black crystal and crushed Black Hole's plans. Or so we thought. But our enemy was strong and the battle was fierce. But at least for tonight, our men can rest easy. Max's troops are still up partying, and Sasha is a real trooper. Me? I'm exhausted. In the pages of Rachel's journal.
Mission complete.
Let's save.
Move out.
Alright, so on Wednesday, we'll come back to this on Wednesday. And when we do, oh crap, I didn't mean to open this. I already saved, so I'm good. So on Wednesday, we'll come back to this game. And what's gonna happen is we're gonna do mission 10. So we'll come back to that. Alright, so that's going to be it for Advance Wars tonight. Do appreciate everybody coming through. Schedule for the rest of the week. We got Guacamelee 2 tomorrow for Sequel-thon, so that's the second game for the Sequel-thon Marathon. Wednesday is going to be more of this game, more of Advance Wars. Thursday's Retro Night, N64 multiplayer. Sunday is more Advance Wars Dual Strike. So thank you all so much for tuning in. It's been a great stream as always. I am going to find the raid target and then we're going to call it a stream. So let me see who is online that I could actually raid right now, because there's got to be a lot of people on, because it's almost midnight my time. I want to see like who is on. Let's see. There's a lot of people online. See, Matt's playing Red Dead. Okami Highlight's playing new Pokemon Snap. Let's see. I was honestly hoping Mike would be online, because I was gonna raid him, since I haven't raided him in a while. But I'm gonna figure out who's online that I could actually raid. Let's see. Sone's playing Pac-Man 99. I'll raid. Let's see. Who is on that? Oh, I got a raid target actually. You know, I haven't actually raided this person as much, but when I do, Like they just brighten up my night. I'm gonna read. Oh wait, are they ending? I was gonna read Phoenix. Are they ending? Yeah, I think they probably might be ending their stream. I'm not sure. Whatever. No, I'm just gonna raid them anyway. I'm gonna raid Phoenix because they're doing Mental Health Monday, so it's very important, and I want to send the love over to them. I'll raid them anyway. We're gonna raid Phoenix Fire. They are awesome, and they're full of 100% life. I want to support them, so I'll send them the raid. And I hope everybody has a great night. Take care and fight for lasting peace.